is 10:30 a.m. and I have to make products before leaving. I have to fulfill orders. I won't be fulfilling every order. What I will start out doing, since my glass dropper bottles have finally made it in, I will be, whoa, I will be filling the bottles. I have to make more labels, and that's why I say that this live is not going to be long, but I'm going to try to do as much as I can. I'll be bringing things that's been back in the draft of my Shopify website. I will be bringing them to the forefront. And if I have enough time, then I will reveal my hair as well. But yeah, I hope you guys' day have been going great. Happy New Year to everyone. Excuse my hair, but if I would have waited to try to fix my face and hair and all of that, I would have never made it here in a pretty good, decent time. But right now, shalom, hello, dancing and praise. How you doing? So I'm about to fill these 4-ounce bottles. I actually just got them in the other day. It's a lot of packaging that got sent to the mail carrier the other day, and some of the other ones will be getting sent out today. No, I usually get emails pretty good, and I'm pretty decent at responding to them. What I'll do is, after I end this live dancing and praise, I'll go back and just make sure that my notifications is turned on my emails. Usually they are. I haven't turned them off, but like I say, I don't know if you emailed me before in the past and I've returned your email, but if I did, you'll see that I pretty much respond pretty quickly. So okay, so do you have the order number, or you can give me your first name? Okay, I'm looking right now. Okay, I got it right here. So yes, that's what I'm doing right now. So the bottles have made it in. So while I got a whole lot of orders, a whole lot of orders during this sale, and so I have to fulfill them in the order that they are received. So your order number ended up being on the other half once I end up running out. So what I do is I print out all of my, let me see, I print off all of my packaging slips. I'm talking about some ships. I print off all of my packaging slips, and so I go by the order that everyone placed it. So whoever that placed their orders, like say for instance, 100 orders, right? The first 50, if you're not in that first batch, then I work on your order on the second batch. So what end up happening is, like I said, that the bottles, I end up running out. I end up running out of these, and I had ordered them off a different site that's will come quicker, because the other website that I ordered them from would have took in 2 weeks. So yeah, it will be out today on my website though. Dancing and Praise, I have that it takes like from 1 to 12 business days of processing the order. And since you ordered on the 4th, okay, you about 5 days in, since today is the 9th. So like I said, yours will be getting shipped out today. But I appreciate you letting me know about the emails, because I'm not understanding why I haven't received the email. Something is in my eye too, y'all, so I gotta see what that is. But yeah, other than that, I hope your day has been going well. I think it's a piece of hair or something. But yeah, I just wanted to get on here early, y'all, because Every time I go live, I take forever. I'm trying to do differently in 2026. I almost said 2027. It'll be 2027 once, we blink our eyes. It will. But I am filling up the Revival hair serum, and I have them in this bucket, and I'll allow it to simmer and marinate inside the herbs for about 2 weeks, and then I will put them in the bottles. Let's see. Oh, you sent several. See, I haven't even gotten one. So I know now that whenever I do go check to see if the notification button is turned on, if I already know once I see them that you basically was concerned, and that's fine. That's understandable. Like I said, I am pretty quick at responding to emails, so it's no telling who all has emailed me since you are now mentioning that. I have to go back and yeah, I have to go back and check that. But what I've been doing lately is I'm trying my best to get these products that have been in draft for a long time back to the forefront. Heavenly do come out with limited products as well, but I don't really have time for that. Not well. I mean, I got the lavender and lemongrass soap that's limited, but I just want you guys to see how lathering the soap bars are as well. So if you say for instance, if you order Heavenly's stimulating growth shampoo, and this or the shampoo bar could be on sale, just say for instance, right? And you probably don't have the time or the means or whatever to turn around and reorder another bottle, then you can just use the shampoo bar, because we all know that lavender and lemongrass, they both are herbs, and they both help penetrate the follicles as well, and helps blood flow rush to the scalp just as well as Heavenly stimulating growth shampoo. I will be bringing more of my shampoos back to the forefront also, but I got a couple of things right here in front of me that I will be showing you guys too. But I'm gonna go ahead and be doing this, and that's my problem on my lives. I have to learn how to not just keep staring at the camera. I want to be able to answer you guys comments and questions and things like that, or even say hi to y'all. So what I'll do is that I'll go ahead and get busy, and then I'll check it from here and there now and then. I just hate that it's quiet. I don't like that YouTube simply don't allow you to play music, or you'll get a copyright strike. With TikTok, you can play music in the background and stuff like that, and it just don't have to be so quiet. If anything, y'all gonna hear a lot of traffic passing through, a lot of loud trucks, things like that. And if I stay on this live long enough, you just may hear my stomach growl. I ate pretty good this morning, and usually I go live around the afternoons or the evening times, and that is when I've been over here for a good minute, and the stomach starts to rumble because it is time to leave and eat dinner. But y'all know that I don't know how. Why is this thing stuck? Y'all know I don't know how to leave. Y'all know I don't even know how to end a live, at a decent time. But I'm going to make the devil out of a liar today, because I'm going to have to get these orders shipped out. Well, not shipped, because I don't do the shipping. And that's what I try to tell people too, because for so many years it's been people, and not you, Dance and Praise. I was going to mention this anyways. I think I mentioned it before in one of my videos, that you either have a manufacturer that you get your products from, and I forgot what it's called. something label. A lot of people that sell products, hair, skin, whatever, some of them go to a manufacturer, deal with a manufacturer that already make their products, and then they put their label on there. But I forget what it's called. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. But with Heavenly, I create each and every one of my products. Like yesterday, I was over here whipping away, you know, and that is why I didn't pull out the moisture and seal cream just yet in back in December or the months before, is because I was so busy steady re filling these shelves with these products. But those products have already and been in the on the on my drafts. But as you can see that I have to fill more of these bottles. But like I said, this other batch, this other half of these orders will be getting sent to the mail carrier today. So Dance and Praise, yours will most definitely be that one. So be on the lookout a little bit later this evening. The mail carrier where I ship my products off at, they close at 6 o'clock. Okay, all right. Nazara, hello, hello. I'm so happy to hear that. That's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you. See, that's my whole purpose, because a lot of people don't understand when I do say every day. I know that this is new to some people. And whenever um people come on a channel, especially one that they feel that is new. I have my channel since 2010, but I'm just now getting back on here and finally posting. I was on it for 3 years before that, and then I stopped. That's a long story behind that as well. But I do know that God is working, because he told me to come back on here and he told me to share my products, something that I only was sharing on my Facebook business page and through my local hometown. But I'm so happy to hear that. I'm telling you, consistency is every day to some people. Not every 3 days, not every 5 days, or 3 to 5 times out of a week. Because if you have some type of hair issue or hair trauma, and when we talk about hair trauma, we have to stop being afraid of that word, because it's not like a physical or mental trauma that we've been through when it comes down to just our whole well-being. But hair trauma is when we go to a stylist or a braider, and we put all our trust and our money in that braider's hand. Yes, that's so true. And that's why I've been telling people, go get your blood checked. I got my blood checked last year. And it's crazy because it's almost like shame on me. I should have did it a long time ago. I knew that my vitamin D level was low back then, but when I tell you, when I got my blood work this time, she told me I need to cut back on the vitamin D, because I had made a decision to put my foot down. And when I said foot down, not my physical foot down, but my foot down just on what I need to be doing, and me knowing better, me wanting to do better, me wanting to be able to get the hair that I know either I used to have or I deserve. Because a lot of people have lost the thickness of their hair. That's why I'm glad you mentioned Nazara about the the revival hair serum, in which I am feeling right now. Once this live in, I have to take it off sale, because it's been, let's see, the end of December is when I did the sale. That was the last time I did the live. Yeah, last time I did the live, and Remember, I told you guys that the reason why I was doing the sale was because I was trying to get rid of old labels. I don't believe in throwing things away. Okay, Nazaria, yes, because it. I've been ran out of I've been ran out of the hair revival serum labels. I just kept it on sale. I just was like, why go in and fix it and like go in and turn the sale off on the hair revival serum, but still have it on. And don't get me wrong, I still have a few curling custard, but I probably won't once I fulfill these orders. I don't know right now who all got the curling custard, but if it's still some left, the $4.99, $4.99 for a curling custard, y'all. Now you can't tell me from the regular price that it is that that's not an amazing deal. But like I said, a lot of this stuff I supposed to been taking off sale. And that's another thing. That's why I tell people that don't get me wrong, I have to make it takes money to make money. And when you are doing a sale and you end up extending it, sometimes you can lose in that. I know that I pretty much have a loss, but I don't mind being a blessing sometimes, because whenever I can't do it, or whenever things are not on sale and somebody else come along and be like, you didn't sell, I'm gonna ignore them, because I pretty much know that a lot of you will be there to say, oh, she has sales all the time, she has deals all the time. You know what I'm saying? But things have to go on regular price. And this just me hypothetically speaking. This is not something that somebody has said or anything. I'm just mentioning that. Okay, and that's another thing. I'm glad that you did that. Somebody else told me on one of my lives too that they mixed their products, or they even asked me questions under my videos. Can they mix? Like, that's one thing I love to see people do when it comes down to Heavenly's products, because these, once you purchase these products, these are your products. You already know that they are 100% all natural, all organic. You know that they are handmade by me, right? So you should be, comfortable with the fact of taking your growth oil and putting a little bit in your growth pomade, or a little bit in whatever, that you want to put it in. And like you said, you mix your rosemary, yours with the rosemary oil. The leave-in conditioner. Uh, let me go and look right quick. Dance and praise. Okay. I think you're right. Dance and praise. Uh, let's see. This is what I'm about to do. Let me go and look. Because when it comes down to my products, if y'all notice that sometimes my like, you notice I don't do the sets. I don't do the sets as far as a sale. I will lose more big time if I do the sets. And the reason why is because my if we use the shampoo and conditioner as a example, okay. Each and every product that I make is different prices because of the ingredients that are being put in. Okay. I'm not sure why. I don't know if I purposely didn't do it, I don't really know because it's been what, a week or two since I started this sale. But when it comes down to the conditioner, number one, it takes a lot of time. These conditioners and creams take a lot of time. It takes a lot of ingredients, and it's pretty hard to make. Yeah. So I don't know if it's because of that or did I just accidentally didn't put it. But let me go and see. Let's see what I got, that shampoo. And it's so many that my eyes get crossed. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. My eyes be getting crossed and I don't have my glasses on. So give me 1 minute or so, dancing in praise. Where is it at? I'm seeing the bundles. Then I got this thing turned sideways too. Okay, so let me see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and mark this down until I get off live. And hello Morad, I'm not sure what you're saying, but because actually I have those three up there, but it's no telling what's on these people's paper on their packaging slips. So where it go? Okay, right there. Okay, so I'm gonna put it on sale just until this live is off. The price is not gonna be. It's gonna be like a couple of dollars more than the shampoo. The ingredients are higher and it's more. So if you want to go under there and see if it's showing up now that it's marked down, then you can take advantage of it. Yes, flash sale. Yes, it does. It takes a lot of time. Thank you, Morad. Thank you so much. But yeah. So like I said, once I'm done with this live, I'm trying to keep up with the timing and everything. I'm not even gonna promise what time I'm going to end it, or should I? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do. I'm scared to say an hour. I'm really scared to say an hour because I have so many products to make. As you can see that I have more conditioner that I have to make. And let me look at this slip right here. Let me look at somebody's slip and see. Hold up. Okay. I'm just only looking at a couple of them just to see. Yeah. I'm gonna keep that I'm gonna keep it on sale because it is the old labels. And remember, the new labels have a little gold on it. It has like these little couple of decorations. Y'all, I make these labels myself. I'm trying to do the best that I can. I promise y'all. I want to make my products look aesthetically pleasing without breaking the bank. You know, because like I said, I do print these labels off myself. I was printing out every label that I create, I print off. I've changed my labels several times, but what I was doing is I was using a whole lot of ink. I was using too much ink, so if some of you been with me from the beginning, you will see that my background under my Shopify website just changed. The background that you saw at first with the whole entire product line being in the bluish purple type turquoise coloring, that was the whole entire label cover. It was all up and through and all around my labels. And I was doing a little bit too much because, like I said, I'm not sending this to a manufacturer and a manufacturer is creating these labels. I don't do that. Not saying that I won't ever do it because I'm only one person. So I will be needing to do that. soon. I will be needing to do that soon. Not only that, speaking of soon, I'm going to have to open up these doors to my place of business to be open to the public soon. Soon and very soon, I'm going to have to do that, y'all. But like I stated in my other videos that haven't been DIY videos, I have been telling you guys that I put you all first. You know, you all are first and foremost in my book. And that's why I'm saying how I have to not be on this live long, because you guys are the ones that I'm creating these products for and I'm shipping it to. It's not like I'm creating these products and then walking into the next room and putting them on the shelves. That will be coming soon, but not right now. Would I have loved to have opened up the doors January the 1st of this year? Yes, but it don't matter what month that these doors open up. It's still 2026. Still 2026 at the end of the day, and I can't beat myself up because of it. But yes, right now everything is still on sale until this live end. Thank you, Nazayar. I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong, but I appreciate that. Thank you for telling me that, because that really helps. When I get feedback like that, that'll keep me from worrying and stressing out like, oh, is the labels looking decent enough to where when people receive their product, they feel like, you know, oh, this is cute. This is blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got you. Nazara. Maybe I need to start saying it in syllables, because it's funny that I should know syllables because all of my kids' name is in syllables. So when people will pronounce their name wrong, I used to have to tell them when they was little bitty kids, like, I'm finna tell y'all my kid's name, and I know somebody would be like, what? Okay, I'm 48 now. My last child was in my early 30s. If I could turn it all around, I would. If I could turn back the hands of time. Yeah, I just made up a song. And yeah, I like to be sarcastic. Ugh. No, that wasn't my real voice, even though my real voice is not all of that in a bag of chips either. But I like to have fun, y'all. But yeah, my oldest daughter name is Tashawnessy, which is in syllables. 4 syllables. Tashawnessy. Thank you so much, LS Dream. Yes, King Nadish, this is my brand. I created it back in 2018, and I've had it for 7 whole years. I was going hard on Facebook business, on my Facebook business page, and I struggled with getting back on my YouTube channel because of a monitoring spirit and a destiny swapper. So when I finally rebuked that up out of my life, because me and that person haven't been friends for years, but I messed around and let my left hand do what my right hand was doing. And when she was my friend, she was asking me questions. I was a full-time braider for almost 30 years. And she braided her too. And a lot of people don't know that 2 people can operate, well, have the same gift, but operate it in it differently. So she asked me, what could she do to enhance her braids, her quality of her braids? I told her stop acting like she's tired on people's head by throwing up 3 or 4 braids at the top of their hair. Back then, knotless braids was not in. Okay, we do know that knotless braids just came out a few years ago. This was way back in the early 2000s when I told her. Not only that, I told her that I was creating a Facebook page and a YouTube channel when I lived in the state of Georgia, when we lived in Marietta, Georgia. I was on the phone with her, and I was telling her about me being a traveling braider back then, that me and my niece was trying to come up with a way to expand my business. Thinking she was my friend, because friends could be disguised, well, monitoring spirits could be disguised as a friend. Once I told her that I was getting on Facebook, and back then Facebook been out, but it was just introduced to a lot of us. So I told her, and she ended up disappearing for about a month. She popped back on the scene and told me that I need to create a Facebook page and a YouTube channel after she heard me telling her that's what me and my niece was talking about. So she took the very thing that I told her to do with her braids, because she asked, and she came here and she blew up on YouTube. She has a very, very huge following. You know, during that time, I struggled with coming back on here because I felt like she took everything from me, because she once I moved back here to my hometown, she needed to come here. She didn't need to come here. She was following. But she decided that she wanted to move back to this town too, or whatever. She ended up staying with me. My grandma said a long time ago, may she rest in peace, but when people offer you stuff, you don't have to take it. People sometimes just be being nice. When they say you better have some, they don't mean it. Not all the time. A lot of them folks be starving and they need to eat themselves. But they say that out of common courtesy or whatever. But that doesn't mean that you as a person supposed to just take advantage of it or take the offer. So she was telling me how her mama was treating her bad and stuff like that. And I'm sitting back like, are you serious? You know, I've been out on my own ever since I was 17 years old, you know. And you telling me argument with you and your mama has made you feel like you homeless because she didn't put her out. I didn't think at the time, but like I said, I was just trying to do what a friend's supposed to do, and that's offer. So I said, you welcome to come and stay here. I didn't mean it because she had 4 or 5 kids. I didn't mean it, you know. And that was one of them situations where she, just because I offered it, she should not have taken up the offer. Now, am I wrong for offering it? Yeah, I don't do that stuff no more. But when she stayed with me, she didn't offer me a dime. And she messed up. She didn't even help clean up. She didn't help us financial-wise. Our house wasn't livable because we just moved back. And our house was a fix-me-upper house. And I could tell y'all more and more to this story, but to make that long story short, the whole point behind it is that I struggled. I was going hard on my not my YouTube. I was going hard on my Facebook business page. And I didn't think about YouTube. I didn't think about YouTube because I struggled with coming back on here due to what that monitoring spirit / destiny swapper had done. So now I'm back, you know. Okay, all the time with the kids, yes. And that's another thing too. Like I was saying about my kid's name is like in syllables. So my oldest is Tashawnessy. Tashawnessy, 4 syllables. And then Tajana. I don't know what I was thinking because I spelled her name like Tawana back then. Young folks, you know. So people call her Tawana when it's Tajana. So it's Tajana, 3 syllables. Then my third child is Tatiana. That's 4 syllables. And then my youngest is Talasha. And people call her Talasia. I don't know why, because it's Talayasha. They just got to drag her name all the way out. But it's in 3 syllables. So, Nazayar. Yeah. I'm going to get it right. But that's why I can relate. I don't know why I'm acting up, because I need to respect that, which I do respect your name. You know, I'm just trying to, I think it's because I'm older now and I'm trying to get better. And my pronunciation has gone whack too, y'all. I'm gonna be honest, because I remember when I tried to come back on my channel, people was it wasn't a whole lot. I think it was like 1 or 2 people got on there and said, why should I listen to you and you can't even get your words right? And I almost told her, if you don't get your miserable behind off of my darn channel, because at the end of the day, you know, you got some type of issues in order for you to be coming on here and trying to check somebody for something. Because it's so many people. It's people who live in different countries and stuff that can't even pronounce. And they've been going hard on YouTube since day one. Got a huge following. Very successful. And you telling me that it's because of their speech, or is it because of their knowledge? Like, Then somebody just came on my channel. What was it, yesterday, that video I uploaded, and said, get to the point. And I ain't gonna lie, I blocked them, and then it looked like they wasn't blocking. I start telling them, get off my channel, you know, and go on somebody else's channel where you can learn how to grow your hair. Because at the end of the day, I'm not the only creator that try to help people with growing their hair. But I do have enough sense to know this right here. YouTube's algorithm shows different people to people. So either she typed in the search bar, or she typed it in the past or the present, or she simply have been watching hair growth videos. That's how my video popped up on her timeline or her news feed or whatever. So that's why I didn't send it off, but that's why I was about to say, go on somebody else's channel and you know, look at hair growth stuff, or try to figure out how to, you know, grow your hair, because I'm not the one. I'm not the one for that person. And I'm not saying in no mean way, but I'm not for everybody. Like, I have my own community. I'm not looking for nobody else, especially the disrespectful ones. Because at the end of the day, everything that I know, everything that I'm doing to my own hair, I am sharing it with the world. You know what I'm saying? So we all can be in this thing together. It's so many selfish people out here that it's a crying shame. I remember doing hair, and people used to go around saying that they wouldn't even tell nobody who braided their hair, because they didn't want to they didn't want them walking around with flawless braids like theirs. And I'm sitting back like, that's messing with my money. Yes, that's true. That is true, Nazara. Yes, because one thing I've learned is that God works through people, but Satan works through people too. And when it comes down to blessings and curses, yeah, most of the time they are being worked through people. People can come and bless you. You know, people can give you a word of advice, a word of encouragement. That's a blessing. That's coming from a person. Then you can have somebody that's throwing shade, negative, that's or trying to prey on your downfall, or trying to set traps up for you. Those are people that's trying to curse. But I do know now, I don't let my left hand know what my right hand is doing. I've had plenty of people come around me after her. You know what I'm saying? And it's been so many times I've played dumb on certain situations just so I can sit back and see how a person is moving. You know? And even though I've been through trauma in the past, I forgave the person that did what they did to me. And I was a child. But that doesn't mean that people ain't out here peopling, and they ain't out here snaking and still doing things. And if you don't be careful, if you have people around that kind of know you for being the type that will tell a person what's on your mind without having to cuss them out or anything like that, they'll try you, they'll test you. But just know that that's the enemy that's working in them or through them. You have so many people that even if you've opened up to them and you have became vulnerable, and not 100% vulnerable, but vulnerable enough to where they'll be like, okay, this happened to her, but she's still cool people. You know what I'm saying? She laugh with me, she joke around with me, and this and that. But they still got the choice whether they want to cross you or not. Sometimes they do. People offend people daily. I do know that life be lifing when it comes down to any and everybody. What I'm about to do while I'm talking to y'all is, before I go to checking off the list of everybody's orders and what they have gotten, I am going to see if I can be talking to y'all and creating these labels. I usually create my labels on my phone though. Yeah, I usually create my labels on my phone. So I'm gonna see if I can do it on my iPad. I tried before though, I think. I tried before. And it didn't work. But we're gonna try one more time. One more time, y'all. But like I said, thank you for the encouragement, Nazaria. Because yeah, people be really out here. Don't get me wrong, there's some good people in this world. I do know that. I don't want people to think that I'm just always speaking of the negative and stuff, but you have to understand too that anything that happens to you in your life is a testimony. That's why I tell people about this place. I never would have saw myself in this building. Never. Never would I have saw myself in this building. And it don't even seem like it was just in September that I started coming back over here. And it's a huge transformation. None of these rooms looked at nothing like this. There's no way I would be sitting in a chair in here. That's how I actually feel. Right. Yes. And that's what I'm practicing for real, Nazaria. That even with playing dumb, I do that just so I won't let people know that I'm pretty wise as a serpent, meaning that, I can smell a rat. I smell you. You know what I'm saying? My discernment game be on 100. But I have to let things play out. I have to let people screw up first, because have you ever known that when you check a person in the midst of something that they're doing, or even after, or even if you check them before, because sometimes I'm telling you, you can smell a rat to where you can detect times when they about to try you, as far as like trying to get over. They come real gentle, meek, loving, and soft, but the whole time that's not them. That's their what they're portraying to be. But even in that, you can't even sit back and tell them what they're about to do, what they have already done, or what they are doing, or what they've done after, because they'll play dumb. And one thing I learned in all my 48 years is that people are out here because of the enemy. The Bible says we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. And when we learn that it's not the people, but it's what's working in the people, that's why I block a lot of folks. Some people be like, I don't do all that blocking because it's unnecessary, and I want people to see me shine, and I don't care. I'm almost 50 years old. I promise you, I could care less. If I'm sitting here focused on this specific or particular person, and trying to make sure that they see me shining, then I can't be myself 100%. I can't even, do everything that I have been put on this earth to do, because I'm so busy worried about performing for that one hater, that 2 hater, 3 hater, 4 or 5 haters. I can't do that. That's why I block them. I block them because distraction is going rapid. It's been going rapid for several years. And you think that it's not going to go rapid in 2026? Like anything you do, it don't even have to be in business. You have to be careful who start popping up and who start showing up just out of all of a sudden out of the woodworks, because a lot of times those people are sent to distract you. They don't all the time know that they are a distraction. That's why sometimes when you try to find yourself or try to pick things back up on how they used to be, a lot of people end up getting offended. But you know what you have to do in order to either get in alignment or stay in alignment. They're saying you have to keep your eyes on the prize. That's what you gotta do. Y'all, this stuff is not showing up the right way. Let me try it one more time, y'all. Before I start, I'm on the images. That's why. Before I show y'all these, the things that I've been working on, I'm gonna try to see if I can get this label printed on and placed on these bottles. So it looks like the video is actually going into an hour. That's fine. I just didn't want to speak it. I miss coming on here though, y'all. I want to come on here more often. I wish that I can come on while creating products and stuff like that, but that's just too much. Like, right, that gets in my way. The camera, the lights moving back and forth. That kitchen area is so small. I can barely move around. Then I have a refrigerator. I wanted to go on what is it called? Facebook Marketplace. And I wanted to get a refrigerator and a stove, but every time I look at one, it was $50 lesser, $25 lesser than what they're selling in the store. So I was like, the devil is a liar. Not only that, I also am glad that I didn't get a refrigerator and a stove from Marketplace, because y'all, let's stop acting like bed bugs and roaches and stuff. They still running rampant. They still running rampant, y'all, okay? And I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that at all. But yeah, I ended up getting just a little plain stove. The stove actually was on sale. The refrigerator was on sale. And I knew it was gonna happen though. The guy that was helping my husband bring the refrigerator in, I knew he was gonna scratch my refrigerator. I didn't even want a white refrigerator, but I knew he was gonna scratch it. Right, exactly. That warranty, I'm telling you. I think I got it, y'all. I think I got it. Let's see. Make sure I'm printing off the right label. Lord, that's the beard activating drop. Let me go back. See the Revival Hair Serum and the beard activating drop looks so similar to one another. But once I'm able to put them on the shelves in my store and have them separated, I will have one section with this, one section with that. Y'all, I can't wait to bring y'all along with me when it comes down to that. I know y'all been probably seeing my, I got some. What? I know y'all been seeing me make these other videos that's not DIY videos. And they don't get as many views as my DIY videos. I don't want YouTube algorithm to get confused and kind of throw me off the cliff. But I really wanted to start creating videos. I would never stop creating the DIY videos, but I want y'all to see me applying, having these products to my hair. I want you guys to see my hair grow from this length to this length. I want to be able to show y'all that. I want to be able to show y'all my protective styling and me showing y'all that I'm applying these products every single day. And although you have a good percentage of people that finally see it and they are on the bandwagon, and I'm so happy that they are, but it's still so many people that are not sure. That's who I want to show up for. Not only that, I want to continue to show up for y'all because I want to continue to encourage y'all, to celebrate y'all, to root y'all on, you know what I'm saying, and let y'all know that I'm not just here filing my fingernails once I turn the camera off. Hello, Melanaise. I'm not sure what you mean when you say, do you need to add the spray with the moisture milk? So the moisture milk is the spray. If I'm getting it right, okay. The moisture milk is the spray. And the moisture milk, let's talk about it real quick, okay? It is a hair growth spray. Okay, it is a hair growth spray. All you have to do is shake it up just to reactivate it, right? The activation lasts like a couple of days, and then after a couple of days, it go back to separating. And this is me kind of modeling the what did I call that, y'all? Cream of Nature argan oil leave-in conditioning spray, right? That's something that I used to love until I created my own 7 years ago. This right here is a hair growth spray in which you spray on your roots, right? Once you spray it on your roots, then you apply the hair revival serum if you have dormant, dead, thin hair that used to be thick, bald edges, whatever the situation, whatever hair trauma, right? It's a hair growth oil too, though. It's still a hair growth oil, because I know that a lot of people, it's so easy to get confused. Excuse me. But you spray the moisture milk on your scalp first, because it's a hair growth spray. It's better than just plain old water. Number one, you are lubricating your hair. Now, if you want to just lubricate your scalp with just water, that's fine, and then apply the growth oil. And I know you're not asking to do that with just water. I'm just stating this for anybody that's listening and probably be like, what if I want to buy your moisture milk? What if I want to buy your growth honey? You don't have to. You could go under one of my DIY videos and you can recreate one of those hair growth sprays. I just tell people that I just don't think water, which is water, is still liquid. I say go beyond water, because when you're using a hair growth spray, what you are doing is opening up the byways and the highways. You are opening up the passages to be able to allow this growth serum or any one of Heavenly's growth oil to penetrate through your scalp quicker. And then it's kind of like you giving it a double boost, a double rush, you know. And that's why I did for 4 weeks straight. I put those mini twists in my hair as a protective style, and I sprayed this moisture milk on my scalp every single day, and then I applied this. When you use this, you don't have to use much of this. Just take a few squirts and just massage it in. It didn't leave my hair super duper oily. I wasn't walking around looking like a grease monkey. You know what I'm saying? And if you feel like applying this to your scalp every day is too much, then don't go no more than every other day. Don't skip to every 2 days. Don't skip to every 3 days. But I still say apply it every day, because what you are doing is you are awakening dead follicles. You are reviving. That's why it's called revival hair serum, because of all the ingredients in this serum right here complements one another in order to wake up the dead follicles. This right here is just adding a boost. I use this, y'all, so I can show that it give you mad growth results, and that's why y'all seen my new growth and like crazy, right? But I will be doing another one with the growth tonic. If anybody want to beat me to it while this sale is still going on until I end this live, then you can get the growth tonic and you can apply with this. Y'all, these products been out for 7 whole years. I can promise you that the growth tonic and the moisture milk are both a hair growth spray. But y'all, I have to advertise different ones, 1 or 2 at a time. But they both are hair growth sprays. Okay? They just look different. This one right here has milk, which is coconut milk. And y'all, why I just found out, I think, y'all, I don't know for sure, but I think I can make this without coconut milk. So I can give a version with coconut milk and one without coconut milk. Y'all, I love coconut milk. This is not full of coconut milk though. It's not just coconut milk in this all by itself. But I've been loving coconut milk for the past 7 years. Okay? But I do know that it's a lot of people that have allergies or allergic to coconuts and things like that. That's why when it comes down to the growth oil, that is the only growth oil that has coconut milk in it. The stimulating growth serum and the growth elixir and the hair revival serum, and also the beard what did I do with the beard oil? Also, the beard oil does not have coconut milk in it. Okay? That's why I have a version of the shampoo and conditioner with coconut milk, and then I have a version without the coconut milk. And I think I'm about to have a version of the moisture milk without coconut milk. And it's still gonna be milky, y'all. It's still gonna have a milky consistency. What I'm trying to do is because I don't want anybody to miss out just because they are allergic to something, you know. And that very thing may be the thing that transformed their hair. Let's see. Okay, I have to know everything that you order, but I can, if you want to share with me what all you got, because the thing is, y'all, one day I'm gonna get good with the names and I'll be able to match name with orders, but then y'all also know too that the orders gonna be steady coming and coming and coming and coming. You know what I'm saying? And then some people names on their package slip is different from their YouTube channel name. But if you've got the moisture milk and the if this helps make it look better, this is for the people who first time being on my channel and never seen it. I'm about to put the labels on there. But if you got the Revival Hair Serum, then you, like I said, you spray the scalp with the moisture milk. I did mine every night. Every night before bed. Every night. And y'all, ain't no shame in my game. Do not think that I haven't went to bed and almost forgot or just didn't feel like it. And that's when I got my big behind up and went ahead and I put it as that. To be honest, I have it laying on my nightstand. I have it on my nightstand next to my bed for this simple purpose, or specific purpose, because it ain't all the time that I don't feel like it. Just know that. But say for instance, you know, I don't feel well. I still force myself to get up. I promise you that I'm not on here just talking. How in the world could you have possibly seen the results that you've seen with my mini twist, y'all? Y'all think I'm finna go on another hair growth challenge? It's just that I gotta sing Sunday. I'm on the praise team and I just want my hair down. I want my hair down, okay? But for the most part, speaking of hair down, you see it's still in this wrap. If I would have tried to comb it out the wrap this morning at the house, and although I just live a hop, skip, and a jump, I would have ended up trying to fill in my eyebrows and put on a little foundation and all that type of stuff. And then it would have took me longer to come over here. So, nah, wasn't doing that. But with my hair being in a silk press state, I still try to keep it out of the way from rubbing on my shoulders. Sometimes I do let my hair lay down. I do let my hair lay down. Some days, you know, like yesterday, it was sprinkling and it kind of got a little puffy a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, kind of the attitude behind it, because it was like I worked too hard for this, for it to be puffing up. But I will be putting it in mini braids. I love mini twisters now, y'all, but I gotta put it in mini braids only because of the silk press. I just shampooed my hair a couple of days ago. I'm going to install my mini braids before I do my second shampoo. I'm going to do that. That's the only reason why I'm putting mini braids instead of mini twisters again. After this, after the mini braids, I will put mini twists back in because it looks better. I don't look like a wounded stray puppy or something, you know. But yeah, so let's see. Thank you so much, Nazaria. Yes, that's what I'm saying on my videos, that what you intake is just what more important. What you take on the inside. On one of the videos, I was talking about going back to drink my moringa back to back. Okay. I may do my Corella as well. Y'all, the Corella is like sour, bitter. Yeah, it's so, ugh. I love bitter stuff, but this is, no, I love sour stuff. But this is bitter, bitter. You know, so what I end up doing is I'll drip some lemon juice, put a few drops of lemon juice in it. Sometimes I drink the Corella and the moringa together because it helps with your overall movements and things like that. It gets you more energized. It helps with, just think of it, moringa is green. Corella is green. If we start putting more greens inside of us, y'all, it's people don't be liking to hear the real. I'm just gonna be honest with you. A lot of people be just wanting the fairy tale lullabies. Okay, that's why my DIY videos are more successful than me getting on my channel and applying my moringa length retention grease. That's when you have weirdos get on there and say, get to the point, get off my channel. I can get to the point when I feel like getting to the point. But that is why my DIY videos are more successful. The numbers pull more. They are more higher. But they really not getting it. I promise you, they are not really getting it. We have to talk about the things that we put on the inside of us. Like, can't nobody cold turkey stop certain things. Can't nobody, or then again, I may be wrong. A majority of the people don't cold turkey stop doing the things that they're doing. Majority of the people don't automatically just do everything good. Okay? That's why you take baby steps. So putting a little bit more spinach in your diet. Some people don't even put spinach at all in their diet. So not just a little more, but something. Putting something in your diet. That helps out. Taking your vitamins. People who suffer from alopecia, people who suffer from male pattern or female pattern baldness, saw palmetto vitamins, pumpkin seed vitamins, regular vitamin D, iron, folate, vitamin C, those things a lot of us are not taking. Remember I just told y'all I got my blood checked last year, a few months around in the summertime. I think I put it on my other channel. I did. I uploaded on my other channel. And that woman, I recorded that woman saying how my levels are decent. My levels are decent. Do you really think my levels are decent because I'm just sitting here and I'm like just applying the growth oils to my hair thinking that it's gonna make my health better on the inside? No. I am 48 years old. And I do know that vitamin D deficiency affects your hair. Whatever vitamins that you are deficient on, it shows up on your hair first. It shows up on your hair first. Okay, INC for life. Goodbye, you blocked. And it's crazy because they love getting blocked. They love getting blocked. Yeah, it takes about 30 days to break a habit. And to make a habit. You're right. So my other channel is Lifing with Tasha. Lyfing. Yeah, Lifing like that. Lifing with Tasha. And what I just basically do, I don't get on there as much as I should. But with that channel, I just wanted to do life things like hello Mark at Houston. I just wanted to get on that channel and make that out of like a documentary for my grandsons to be able to go back and see and be like, that's grandma, you know, whenever I'm gone, long gone, y'all. Not only that, that is the channel to where since the DIYs the numbers do better over here, I didn't want to take Heavenly over there. That's why a few lives ago, I probably say about 4 or 5 lives ago, I told y'all that I created another channel. Y'all, I didn't actually create it. But when I went up under to switch over my channel from this channel to my other one, that's when I saw that I had a whole nother email that I set up under YouTube. And I'm like, where did I do that? You know, but it had to have been a while ago because it said, I think it said it was established back in 20... I don't know, y'all. But the whole point behind this is that I'm really trying to figure out if I should do all of Heavenly content over there. But number one, I don't have no following. I haven't gotten on here enough to where I can learn how to put my featured channels up under this channel. Y'all, when I get off of live, like I'm working on products, I'm working on labels, I'm filling orders, I'm printing out packaging sheets, I'm trying to figure out how to get all of this stuff moved from one room to another. Then I'm trying to figure out how to when to open up the doors to the store. I'm trying to figure out how to bring all of my old products from draft onto archive to where people can see them. I'm trying to figure out how to take more professional pictures, trying to figure out how to fix my website up to where when people do click on it, it's not confusing. Try to learn how to do categories. Not complaining though, y'all. I'm not complaining at all. But I just know that I've been showing up just about every single day. I got a video for today. I just didn't upload it yet because these are videos that I had already created like the week before and a few days before. But like I said, the numbers are not numbering on there, and I don't want it to affect my channel to where YouTube kind of take me and wash me away from the people's recommendation channel and stuff. So I also got a DIY too, y'all. I got DIY. It's not finished yet because I'm trying to see who in my house that I can put it on. Who in my house that I can put this DIY on. Okay, so I may be putting that DIY video up today because my husband just got a fresh haircut, and for those of you that don't know, he just combed his locks out a few months ago last year, and he just got tired of them. He works at a job, you know, to where he want to start looking more presentable, but Heavenly hair growth products was growing his hair like crazy. If you don't believe me, go up under my old videos where you seen where I posted the date that his hair was this short, and then boom, that month or two later, his hair was amazingly grown. Like, I can't make it up. Can't make this stuff up. But that's one thing I love about videos is that when you create them, people can always go back. That's why I told y'all I don't want to get on here and just come with very long hair flowing all the way down to my butt. My goal is somewhere to butt length, or I ain't gonna stretch it. I almost said past butt length. Man, I'm gonna have to be serious for 2026. It's already over a week in January. But in order to get my hair close to butt length, I know for sure, I know how to keep my hair in the energy phase a little longer. That's the whole purpose of me creating Heavenly hair and skincare products, because back in 2017 when I first big chopped, my hair was growing slow, and I knew that, no, this can't be real. That my teeny weeny afro is just sitting. Because a lot of people don't even realize that the resting phase is a phase that lasts. But when you are doing things to your hair that you shouldn't do to your hair, or when you letting your hair do whatever it want to do, it can keep your hair in a resting phase or a shedding phase longer, because your hair turns into not only just shedding, but now you are causing shedding on your hair. Meaning that the things that you are putting in your head, or the neglect that you are doing to your hair. If y'all want to, you can. You don't have to. But I remember that God spoke to me. I knew I had to create a DIY video. And I'm like, Lord, what do I create? Don't get me wrong, I know what to do. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to figure out whether I should create a shampoo video or a hair growth spray. You see what I'm saying? Has nothing to do with the, you know, herbs and the formulating and the coming together with it. But I was like, Lord, which one should I do? A shampoo or a oil spray? I heard God say create a green tea shampoo. I'm like, say less. Went in there, put the camera on, started putting the herbs and stuff in front of the camera, and started making this shampoo. And sometimes, like I said, I don't be knowing who to use, especially when I've already say for instance, I put a wig on because I got to go somewhere or something like that, then I need somebody, you know what I'm saying, to do this on. That morning, I hit my daughter Tatiana up, start shampooing her hair, y'all. And while her hair was shedding, she was shedding like a I almost said a chia pet, but a chia pet grows. Um, y'all just know that the girl hair was shedding like crazy. And I'm saying on the video, girl, your hair is shedding. And I told her, I said, this can't be nobody but God. Because I didn't have plans on doing what do you call it, green tea shampoo. So all I'm saying, and this is what I hate too. When I'm putting the labels on, I'm staring at them, making sure that it's straight, but I have to lay this thing down in order for it to be even. But yeah, so like I said, I want my I'm going to continue to do these DIYs, y'all. I never stop doing them. But what you put on the inside is just as important. Please believe me when I tell you that. Please believe Nazaya and everybody else that has gotten on my live before and has said this. Like, take baby steps, but don't just not take any steps at all. I told y'all I'm going back to the moringa. But if you have underlying issues, if you have dormant/dead follicles, yes, the Reviver Hair Serum, you use it every day, you're going to start seeing a difference. But at the same time, what if you don't want to get that anymore? You want to make sure that your insides are on track as well, to where you maintain what you have. I can't speak for nobody else. Please don't get offended, because I promise you, anything that I talk about, I'm talking to me. It hits me first before. Just like, let's use pastors behind the pulpit. It's supposed to, the word of God's supposed to hit them first before it hits the congregation. But I ain't saying like I'm no preacher. I'm just saying that because I've been speaking there for years. That anything that you talk about, you should already be doing it or have done it. So you don't have to worry about somebody getting offended and say, easy for you to say or how you saying this and you don't even blah 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 blah. That's why I keep telling y'all, I got my blood level, I got my blood work. And I think everybody should get their blood work so they'll know what to work on. Because sometimes your other levels could be okay, or your vitamin D could be way off, way low. You'll know to go get just vitamin D3. And what is it, K2? I forgot what that K2 is for. I forgot, but yeah, you can work specifically on that. Biotin, if you are using like overall vitamins that has biotin in it, that's good. Y'all notice that I do a lot of DIYs with MSM in it. MSM is great to put in your products and to intake. Remember that whatever you are intaking should be safe enough for you to put on the outer part of your hair. You know you can't, you know you intaking. Please hear me when I tell you, I promise you I ain't judging nobody. I still eat burgers. But when I tell you, I love a good spinach, and I promise you, that's one thing, because especially here in this town, I'm so sick of the fast food places. It's so disgusting. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care who live in my town and who watching this. You know I ain't lying. It's disgusting. And it's embarrassing, because you bring a nice new restaurant here that's popular in a whole nother state, and then the people here, don't know how to turn either their button on or off and present themselves in a certain way. So that restaurant that's supposed to be nice when it came, it wasn't even nice on the first day when they opened up. But I choose regular food over fast food. I still eat fast food. But what I'm saying is, you know how some people like, I can't stand spinach and, you know, this and that. I'll cook me some spinach any day, and I eat a lot of it. A lot of spinach, y'all. I'm struggling big time with this one. Now I'm about to get ready to have to make labels since I only had a few. And I will be once I get everybody's order in. Like I said, you will be able to check for your tracking number today. You will be getting that email today. I know that I said my video wasn't going to be long. Y'all know. Y'all know I be trying. I really don't be wanting this video to take hours. Because once it's rolling for hours, it take a long time to upload. And if the app is not open, it's not uploading. I don't understand why it does that, but it's not uploading. But I be wanting short videos just so I can show you guys, you know, things and be able to upload it for those who wasn't on my live and they want to be able to come and check that video out. But yes, y'all, this is the Hair Revival Serum, which is still marked down, but it won't be marked down once I end this live. I'm telling you, I think before I go in there and start creating the rest of the products, I think I'm going to immediately end the sale because I keep, y'all know every time I do a live, it's either I take a long time to put the sale on. Now, let me stop because I'm wrong, because it do take me a long time to do the sale once I end the live, because I have to get home. I have to do things at the house, and then I have to get back on my MacBook and go in and do a little to the products and, you know, and change them numbers and stuff. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. I ain't gonna do y'all like that. So I'll say that once this live ends, I'll immediately go in and I will finish creating these labels. I'm going to get my people's orders. Gonna get y'all orders, okay? Your orders ain't gonna come today, but it's gonna make it to the post office today. Remember, I keep telling people all the time, and I know ain't nobody complain, but I'm just gonna say it anyways, because I used to see this on a lot of people websites, business page, platforms and stuff, where people say, you know, I still ain't got my stuff yet, and da 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 da. And so many people be on there talking about, well, under my website it does say blah 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 blah. Well, under Heavenly's website it says that 1 to 12 business days to process it. Processing mean that getting everything together. You know, it's not always one order, even though it be one person that's looking for their order. Orders come or be fulfilled in the order that they are received. Say, for instance, it's 1,000 orders, but that very person is 999. Yeah. So, but I promise y'all I'm gonna get y'all stuff to the post office today. Like I said, it won't get to your doorstep today, but once it leaves here, it's out of my hands and it is in the post office hand, the mail carrier. I don't deal with USPS. Y'all, I'm trying my best not to deal with them. I haven't dealt with them so far. I deal with a church member who owns her own mailing company right up the street. Very, very aesthetically pleasing on the inside. Not only that, my daughter just started there, so if you see a lot of my what do you call them, shorts and stuff like that, you may see her face on there, to where I'm handing her the packages and things like that. I wish that I could give her the packages and she take them to work, especially when she go on her lunch break, but she can't do that. She can't do that, y'all. But anywho, let me show y'all this before I end it live. This is the infamous Moisture and Seal Cream, y'all. Mm, mm, mm. Y'all do not know what y'all have been missing out on. And it ain't y'all fault. It's mine. Because like I said, the creams and stuff take a little bit more time. The consistency is amazing. It is amazing, y'all. Not only that, let me show y'all what I'm gonna do as well. For those who take advantage of the sale before I end it today, I got a lot of these, but I'm gonna show you only a handful. I got a lot of these small bottles of the Moisture and Seal Cream since I've been talking about it forever, and you guys haven't had an option to click the button yet. So all of the orders that I have to fulfill today, and all of the orders that will be coming in before I end this live today, will get their own very own Moisture and Seal Cream. To me, this is more than a sample because it depends on how much hair you have. This right here can last you about a good week and a half, 2 weeks. I even give it 2 weeks and a half, depending on the your hair. If you have like short, kind of thin hair, low porosity, low density hair, this right here will last you good couple of weeks. You don't have to do a wash and go, but this is good for a wash and go. But if you want to just slick, if you have like I said, low density / low porosity or medium density, medium porosity hair, and you want to just slick it back in a ponytail, this right here, Moisture and Seal Cream, is good for that. I should have brought the one that I had at home so I could have just stuck my finger in it and let y'all seen it. But the smell smells amazing, y'all. Okay, yes, it smells amazing. So let me explain to y'all real quick because it won't be immediately put on the website. That's why I'm being a blessing and I'm putting it in you guys' order, because I have a lot of them made. So on this, I can't do it on this just yet. So the thing is though, I think that's what you're asking, Nazaya. I'ma end up doing more DIYs and the ones that also are in depth. But by me already struggling on the other DIYs, this will take all day. Yeah, I think I said it on the, I don't know how long you've been on my channel, but I've said in a lot of my past DIYs that the creams and things like that takes a long time. One day I'm gonna try to figure out how to do a basic version. My version ain't basic, y'all, because hear me out when I tell you, when you put this on your hair, when you put this on your hair, okay, your hair is going to feel different on the first application. Now, ain't nobody talking about no whole heap or a whole entire transformation. No, what I'm saying is, like, you're going to see, if you have natural hair, you're going to see your curls be more defined. They're going to pop. When I say you're going to see a difference, meaning that you're going to see that it's more moisturized and things like that. Okay, yes. And see, that's what I'm saying. I long to do that. And hear me when I tell you, I'm going to do it. I just can't promise when. Because look at how long I'm just now bringing. This been in the back. Y'all, this been in the background. Y'all, Heavenly's Moisture and Seal Cream been out since 2018. And look at how I'm just now bringing it back to the forefront for you guys to be able to see. So when I tell you, Nazaya, I'm going to try my best to get out a simple formula that's still going to be effective. It's just that if you knew how many hours that I was in the kitchen yesterday and the day before, I'm like, Lord, how much? I want to do a DIY every day. I want to give you people DIY every day. Ah. But you will see a video to where you see that I'm whipping it up, because I do want to show that I am creating these products, making them, you know, by hand and by scratch. But like I said, that camera would have been in the way. That lighting would have been in the way. I'd be in my way. And And the plug-ins is so crazy, y'all. In the kitchen area where the refrigerator and the sink and the counter is at, I got like a counter coming to the side and then it's coming around. But the refrigerator is right here. And where I put my DIY utensils, like the measuring cups, the pots and stuff, I can't even get through there now because of the refrigerator. So I have to kind of push things back there and then reach over to grab them. Oh, that area is so tight. That area is so tight. But whenever I can get through these boxes, I also got on one of my videos that I haven't edited yet. I don't have any of them in here, so I don't want to go and get one, but I'll just talk about it real quick. Since moving everything from my house all the way over here to the store, bottles, jars, tops have been coming from out of the woodworks, and a lot of them are spank brand new. So what I have been doing is I've been taking them while trying to create these products. I have been washing them, cleaning them real good, and rinsing them off and allowing them to dry, and then spraying them down with 91% alcohol. And I'm going to bring a lot of them to the forefront. So if your bottle look a little suspect like this right here, just know that this is a brand new top. I just opened up this bag the other day. Because of me changing labels all the time, not only that, whenever you are dealing with different manufacturers, no matter how many times you have bought aesthetically pleasing tops and bottoms or whatever, they're going to run out. And you try to deal with the next manufacturer and they run out. And then the next one and the next one, right? Not only that, they put your order on hold because of delaying as far as, you know, the packaging. They running out of stuff. So you've been unpaid for the stuff, and then you get a notification saying it's gonna be another 2 weeks because, you know, it ended up running out because they let their machine allow a whole lot of people to order only a small bit of what was left, and somebody got to get the short end of the stick. Okay, so that's how we end up with stuff like this. Not only that, let me show y'all. So when receiving these orders, then you may get one like this. Okay, I'm going to explain without going way in there to show y'all. So 2 8-ounces can look different but still be 8 ounces. And what I'm meaning by that is these are both 8 ounces. They are the same width and the same height. Okay, but sometimes you will see a bottle that's a little bit wider. This one could be a little bit wider than this, and this one could be a little bit shorter. It still equals out to 8 ounces. And the reason why I say that is because if this one is shorter than this one, okay, but it's a little bit wider than this one, that's where you get the 8 ounces. So if I'm able to put the products all the way up to the top on this one, but it's all the way, this is the top on this one, but it's a little bit wider, that means right here is where the rest of the products go. It still equals out to be 8 ounces. Okay, I remember at one point in time, I did not like giving different bottles, especially when you are dealing with certain labels. And then I had to grow up, I had to get up out of there, because at the end of the day, it's about what's inside these bottles, right? And a lot of you have been getting Heavenly hair growth products, and you have been seeing tremendous change in your hair health and the length of your hair. So I had to stop worrying about that, but I still want to share it with you. And when I say stop worrying about it, meaning that you may get 2 of these products and they both look like this. Still gonna have a nice neat label and stuff on there because it's what's on the inside. Speaking of what's on the inside, let me show y'all once again the Heavenly's Moisture and Seal Cream. Y'all, this, me putting it in front of the camera don't give it no justice. When I tell you your hair is going to be extremely creamy. You really talking about moisturization. Every time I take this top off, I smell the aroma that's in the moisture milk. It's the same smell, y'all. Oh my goodness, it's the same smell that's in the shampoo and the conditioner. So say for instance, if you get the shampoo and the conditioner and you get the moisture milk and you get a hair growth oil and you get the moisture and seal cream, they are going to smell all the same. Now, if you get the stimulating growth serum as your oil of choice, it's going to smell like these. It's going to smell like these, okay? Um Remember, because it has a fragrance oil and the other one have essential oils in it. Remember that all of Heavenly Hair Growth Oils grows your hair. All of them has over 30 Ayurvedic herbs in it. You just, when it comes down to the Revival Hair Serum, it is specifically dealing with your dormant / dead follicles. It is dealing with, you used to have thick hair, now you have thin, and it's bringing that thick hair back. Not only that, your hair has to heal first on a lot of you. Not all of you. I don't know which one of you. But just don't quit. Remember that consistency for you is every single day. Consistency for the other person is 3 to 5 days a week. That's them. Let's see. Okay, gotcha. Yes, I got you. I sure do. I got you. And I'm gonna make sure that yours go in. Let me show y'all real quick what I got. And I appreciate your order as well. I haven't been, if you notice, I haven't been looking to see the orders that have been coming in. But all of you, any of you who have already placed your order and have taken advantage of this sale that has been going on for 2 whole weeks straight. And the whole purpose was for me to get rid of the old labels. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy this. You know what I'm saying? You telling me that you put a sale on just so you can get rid of your old labels? Indeed. Indeed. Huh, okay. Look at this right here. Don't let the look scare you, okay? This right here has been a product in the back burner, which is full of moringa. We all do know that moringa is a hair strengthener. Remember that I showed y'all that video of me silk pressing my hair, and I used moringa's length retention grease. It is a hair growth grease. I'm looking, y'all, while I'm trying to I'm trying to look while I'm talking so I can show y'all. Okay. I think this is right here. This right here is the moringa length retention grease. Don't let the color fool you. That is a little of the spirulina. I'm trying to see if I got it turned right. Yeah, that's a little of the spirulina. And when you create your own hair growth products, the looks is not going to be aesthetically pleasing on the inside majority of the time. But just know that it's not filled with alcohols and poisons and toxins either. But this would not affect your hair in a negative way. I love to see my juices and berries. As y'all know, I tell y'all this 100 times, 101 times. When it comes down to the, let me grab this one right here. This is a perfect example of the Heavenly's Growth Tonic. Right here. You see all of that? Those are the juices and berries. It looks scary, I know, but I promise you, it is very, very benefiting for your hair. It is nutrients. You just shake this bad boy up, and there you have it, okay? Everything that I bring to the forefront is what I use on my hair. I love the leftovers. I love the juices and berries. That's why you see whenever I do apply these products to myself, I'm using either a small bottle, I'm using an ugly bottle, because I don't believe in my good bottles going to me. I believe my good bottles should go to you guys. I have bukus and bukus of old bottles and new bottles. Like I said, when I say old, not being used, old meaning that I used to order that type or that kind of bottle, and now I graduated to another shape of the bottle. But those are the ones that you will see on my DIYs and things like that. You will see me repeating the same bottle sometimes on a DIY That's perfectly fine. That's my DIY. That's not y'all's DIY. You can put your product in whatever container that you want to put it in. But just know that when it comes down to Heavenly's products, I'm going to use the best. Sometimes you're going to see a black sprayer. Sometimes you're going to see a white sprayer. If you see either one or the other, that's because the manufacturer have ran out of the other. Like, but I have to give you a sprayer. In the beginning, you seen the regular sprayers. Don't think that you won't see them again. You will see them again. Like I said, it's what's inside the bottle. Um, Make sure that this thing is locked down, and that's why I now put this over the top of it just in case. Another thing too, I'm gonna share these other products, but I want to say too that when it comes down to my the shipping international, I got to get back in there and try to figure this out, because it is a lot of people that don't do international shipping because it is very complicated. I haven't shared this with anybody, but I'm sharing it now. I have lost quite a bit of money dealing with international because I have I haven't figured it out yet. The shipping is much higher on the international, and when I did my weighing versus my shipping, the person ended up paying way less in shipping than what they're supposed to have, and that is how I end up having to pay for it. I'm not gonna quite give up on it, but what I'm not gonna do is continue to lose money. Y'all, I lost a lot of money. I don't want to share it because I'm embarrassed to say. And ain't no shame in my game. I ain't even embarrassed. I'm be honest. It ain't nobody business. But just know that if I'm saying it, you know that it had to be some money. You know, but I still don't mind sharing these things with y'all because, like I said, for the international people, I don't want them to think all of a sudden, you know, when their price was this much for the shipping, they know good and well that they got a deal in the steal. No disrespect to the ones who did it because they didn't ask, you know, for it. What I mean by that is they didn't ask to go to the shipping part, and it was like, let me go ahead and click this. Let me go, because over there on so and so website, their website, because that's international. At the end of the day, it has nothing to do with who's selling the products. I don't get that shipping money. The shipping money do not come to me. So if the shipping money starts to come out of my pocket, that's a problem, especially when I'm doing sales. So like I said, it's been a few internationals, Canada, the UK. I'm gonna keep it real. No, hear me when I tell you, no offense to anybody. I'm not trying to be mean towards nobody, but y'all, it's been a few international people who seen that ship and they was like, let me go put some more. Let me go put some more in the card and let me and it okay. And I saw and I seen and I witnessed the fee, and it was time for me to package and do the labeling, and I had to go over it about 5 times to make sure I wasn't tripping. I started subtracting what they paid for the shipping and what I had to pay because I wasn't supposed to pay. Yeah. Hey, Tessa. You saw me grabbing all that stuff? That I'm telling you, that's what the international. I if I could be a fly on the wall and see them, I know they was just like this. That's all I got to pay for shipping. And I ain't mad at you because I promise you, that's why I make everything funny. I promise you I would have did the very same thing. Thank you so much, Nazari. I try to be committed. I try to be hands-on. I try. You know what I'm saying? And I give all thanks to God, and I want God to continue to be able to allow me to be, you know, hands-on, be there, be for the community, and just show up every single time. I don't never want to get in a position where I gotta be like, ask my secretary. I don't never want to be like that. Now when it comes down to like emailing and things like that, yeah, I probably later probably will have somebody else, doing it, but I bet you I check them. I bet you I check them emails because ain't nobody gonna be sitting up there, not responding to people when they need to respond to folks. At the end of the day, when you are dealing with products, when you are dealing with any type of business, you need to be available to where you can talk to people. You know, you may not have all the answers, like I said, when it comes down to people getting their products late and stuff like that, especially when you have shipped it, not shipped it, especially when you have sent it to the mail carrier or the shipper within those 1 to 12 business days, and then after that it's still the same, like, because it's gonna take still a few more days added to that. It's gonna take a few more days added to that, but you still want to have a good attitude and tell people, especially when the mail carrier has lost their package. Lord forbid that ever happen. But you still want to be graceful and be able to have a good attitude and tell a person, you know, well, I shipped it off. Can you give me your tracking number? Okay, I see your tracking number. I mean, not the tracking number, your order number. Okay, I see it right here. It says right here that I sent off your tracking about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and blah 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 blah. And stuff. And I'm sorry to hear that you haven't got it, but it's out of my hands right now. You know, you have to call the mail carrier. And those are things you really hate to have to tell people. But what do you tell them? You can't, you doing everything on your end. You've already done your stuff, especially when you on here and you showing people. That's why I told y'all gonna get y'all stuff today. You gonna get, not your stuff, you ain't gonna get your stuff today. You gonna get your stuff out to the, cause look at how I see that'd be the problem. Let me say it right. You're gonna get your stuff to the mail carrier today. If a lot of you look at your the day that you purchased it, you'll see that it's still within the time frame. But life do be lifing. Products be producting. Yeah, I made that up. And uh manufacturers be manufacturing and messing up when they don't give you your bottles in time. The product be here and already made. Now you need to put it in some. But you can order it ahead of time and things still happen, y'all. So yeah. You ain't lying. They do. They do. That is so true. True. It's so many people that got so used to and spoiled by this darn Amazon Prime to where they think they think that small businesses is Amazon Prime too. That is so true. Not only that, Amazon Prime don't even be priming all the time because I know I pay for Amazon Prime and still be getting the packages after 2 days. Then when you pay for overnight shipping, they come 2 days later still. Like, and this, what if you ordered it as an emergency and you really needed this and it says overnight shipping, all they do is give you your darn money back because it didn't come and make it to you overnight. Like, what? Okay, and now everybody talking about eBay. Who want to act funny with eBay? Like eBay a whole distant cousin or something. Let me stop because I ain't gonna lie. I kind of like, forget. I'm going back to eBay though. eBay has gotten a whole lot better too. Not only that, they like, I would mainly deal with Amazon because of the reviews. I could see pictures and stuff like that. This or that thing that was ordered and stuff like that. But speaking of that, y'all, I want somebody to tell me if they are able to. You don't have to insert the picture, but tell me if it's a slide on my website to where you are able to insert a picture. I've been trying to tell my family to tell me. Sometimes they act like they don't know where to go. And then I tell my kids, they act like they ain't got time to search for it. I'm like, go on to the website and tell me if you are able to insert a before and after picture. In 2026, I want people to be a little bit more confident. And when I say confident, meaning you don't have to show your face, but show your results. There's so many people that are suffering and want to know if this is working for you. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I'm not the business for everybody. It's too many. It's too many hair products, hair care, hair growth businesses out here. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I'm not for everybody, but I'm talking about the ones that, God has put in my path that I want, them to be able to the newcomers to be able to come and see. Hello, Cynthia. Yes, I want my newcomers to be able to go on the website and see other people's pictures. I do need to update my photos and things like that. Like I said, I took a break from the website and it was just like, but not in a disrespectful way. I've still been making products. Okay, I don't see the option. Well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to get my family to look at. I'm gonna have to figure it out, Nazaya, because they taking my money and I'm paying them people. So I don't know how it's supposed to look, but it's supposed to be some type of slot on there to where people can put in. I know that some people can do reviews, but I want to fix it up to where it's showing the reviews like steady rolling. You know how some people websites are, because I get these reviews, y'all. I get these emails saying your product is wonderful and it transformed my hair and this and that. And I'd be so excited, but then I get a little down because it's like, where can I put it? Where can I put it to where others see it? Like, Heavenly Hair and Skincare been out for so many years. And the thing is, it's so many people that have purchased it and have seen the transformation in their hair. But then it's also so many people that I know that is for me that can't reach me because they can't see me. And when I say can't see me, meaning that when you guys also be able to show your results, share your results, talk about it. You know what I'm saying? And they can't see that. You know, um, I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna get on it. I don't know how it's supposed to look though, Nazaya. I just know that it's an app that I pay for, and I thought it's supposed to pop up on its own. So I'm gonna go in and try to figure it out. I don't know how I can get. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out because I'm trying to see how I can get onto my own page and be able to look at it without being the admin, by me being admin or whatever. But let me show y'all this and I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. This is the Heavenly regular the growth pomade grease. Okay, remember I told you guys many a times that sometimes it's gonna have a yellowish look or a dark yellowish look, or it's gonna have more of a creamier beige color look. That's due to the shea butter, different manufacturers. The shea butter is going to come out looking differently. But I want to show you that so whenever you see the Moringa Length Retention Growth Grease, then you won't think it's the same thing. Y'all, this is green. You just can't see it real good. You see the little residue. Okay. This is totally different. The texture is even different, y'all. It's totally different. So when you see the labels, you will see that this says growth pomade. And I had another one. I don't think I created the labels yet for the moringa. Okay. But let me show you one more time the moringa cream. Where it at? Where it at? Where it at? Where it at? Where it is? I do it every time it's live. Oh, here it is. The length retention grease. Okay. Which is a hair growth grease as well. And this is a cream. Now, this is very soft. Very soft. Okay. Now, the consistency is on the medium texture. And the reason why I'm doing this is because remember I told y'all the power in moringa alone. If you want your strands to be even stronger, if you create a routine with moringa, you can't go wrong. And some people are dealing with strength. Some people are not dealing with strength. Some people are simply just dealing with moisture. But I want a separate line to where people could go straight to the moringa if they want overall strength to their hair. And you can get strength when it comes down to all of Heavenly Hair and Skincare products. But if you wanted to go straight to targeting the strength, if you want to be able to use a moringa shampoo, a moringa conditioner, a moringa cream, a moringa length retention grease with the slash grow pomade to be able to put it on your scalp, and you want to turn around and do a silk press the week after or 2 weeks after, and you want to be able to see a visible difference in the strength, in the elasticity, the overall strongness of your hair strands, that's what I'm trying to bring back to the forefront, is the moringa, to where you can have a choice on what you want to do. You can begin Heavenly's growth shampoo and growth conditioner and things like that, and then boom, you all of a sudden deal with almost like overnight uh trauma when it comes down to the weakening of your hair. What if you decided to watch, and I'm talking about somebody else because I'm not talking about mine, okay? But what if you decided to cheat on Tasha's DIYs and go and watch somebody else DIY to where they told you to put rice water on your hair with just nothing but rice water? With a little bit of, if you want to add a little something, you add a little rosemary, which is going to be even stronger and harming, because ain't nobody putting no darn moisturizing or no conditioning liquid like rose water, aloe vera juice in it. And what if you want to throw a little orange peels in it because you thought that was cute and aesthetically pleasing because everybody else doing it, and boom, you get protein overload. And then either your hair starts turning like noodles and slowly, not slowly because it don't come slowly, but you start peeling that hair. Every time you touch your hair peels and come off. Or if it automatically snap, crackles, and pop. That is what you need. That is the moringa emergency. That's not all though. This is not all. It's the shampoo and the conditioner that I will be bringing back to the front too. But that is what the moringa is for. And not only that, remember I told y'all about the bottles and sizes. I've been giving y'all a bang for y'all buck. Remember I told y'all in the very, very beginning that it took forever for the manufacturer to send my bottles. Then they end up refunding me my money back because they never sent me those jars. They were the 4 ounce. If you notice that under my growth pomade slash growth grease, that you never been able to click the option to get you a 4 ounce because of that purpose only. Remember I told y'all all the bottles that I had over the past, and I've been working on getting this area and that area clear. I end up finding some of the 4 ounce jars, and they are shaped differently. But that's why I want to keep reminding y'all that just because one, you may haven't gotten Heavenly's and I'm so glad I mentioned it. Let me show y'all proof. This is proof in the pudding. Nobody probably have ever paid attention, but this is wider. This right here is skinnier, but this bottle is a little bit taller than this bottle. So you are going to get the same 8 ounces. The same 8 ounces. So whenever I pull the 4 ounce bottles that finally made it in, and I'll be able to get some of the old 4 ounces that were still closed up, and I just had them out of sight and out of mind. Whenever y'all see them, just know that they both are 8 ounces. Okay, you go ahead. Yes, so with the growth pomade. If you have a growth oil that you are already using, then you don't have to use the growth pomade every day. Now what you can do is you can kind of like use it every other day, or if you don't have the growth oil, if you don't have the growth serum, then yes, you use the growth pomade every single day. Because once you stick your finger in it, you know, our body has a temperature that will allow this to melt in our hands. And sometimes you can rub it together, it depending on your body temperature. So if you are very hot natured, then it's gonna automatically melt. That is the oil anyways. That is the oil. And if you notice that the consistency, oh, that's not the one. I'm showing y'all already. Look at me. I wasn't even supposed to show y'all that yet. But remember, by this being more shinier, it's more creamier when you put your finger in it. And y'all tell me if it automatically melts in your hand. It automatically melts in mine. My room temperature is not too cold. It's not too hot. But you know, temperature is in your body, meaning that your fingers carry a temperature. So whenever you're touching something, if it is solidified, it will melt. But it depends on how quickly it will melt. It ain't something that's going to take forever to melt, though. I mean, you do this and it's going to automatically start melting. That's what I'm trying. I'm trying to figure it out. Nazaya, I'm so trying. I know how I have seen where people have left me reviews through my email, but I didn't see it showing up on my website. Oh, I wish my kids would help me. Yeah, I said that out loud. I wish my darn knucklehead kids would help me because, you know, kids are so much better with technology. But then I'm going to take that back. It seems like I'm better with technology than my kids, because my kids either playing dumb or either they don't know as much as I know. Because when it come down to editing the video, I got to teach Tatiana. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm going to get it together, Nazaya. I'm going to get it. And that's weird that the reviews are on the shop app, pay app. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some figuring out some stuff, because now we need that on the Heavenly's website. Okay, Tessa, yes. And see, that's what I was saying as far as like experimenting different things. You're going to have some things that you love. You may even want to be able to mix some things together. Somebody just said earlier in this live that they mix some stuff. And that's why I was telling them, when it come down to Heavenly, by you know that I make these things from scratch by hand. I'm not dealing with a manufacturer and then throwing the label on there. No offense to anybody that does, but at the same time, like, they can change up their formula anytime, and then that person is buying from them. Just not a cute, you know, situation. But let me show you this as well, and then I'm gonna show you this last thing, and then I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. Well, I ain't gonna call it a day. I'm gonna end this live. So remember that this is a shampoo shampoo bar. It is the lavender and lemongrass. I mentioned it earlier in the live. I think that I have this on sale as well. So by me making the shampoo right, it tends to run out quickly. Say for instance, you be like, I'm gonna get this by being on sale just to try it out or whatever. Once you run out of this, but say for instance it's out of stock, or you can't even you don't have the means, or you just don't have the time right now to simply get that, then you can use this and still apply the growth conditioner. You can still be able to apply the growth conditioner as well. And last but not least, because this video, I did it again. I did it again, y'all. This video is over an hour. But This is one of the products as well. I'm going to try not to turn it all the way down or bend it down. But this is the Heavenly Hair Souffle. And a lot of my customers from my hometown and a lot of people from off of my Facebook business page have sworn by this. This is a deep conditioner. Now, the solidify, yeah, I made that up. It's not just going to automatically, yes it will, waste out. But the consistency when you rub it on your hair strands, it's not going to just sit on top. It's going to penetrate through. By it being a loose consistency, don't let that scare you. As you can see that it has hibiscus in it. Hibiscus, when I tell you, will reform your hair from the top to the bottom or from the bottom to the top. That is why this was the very first deep conditioner that Heavenly came out with. And to be honest, I didn't other than the moringa, I didn't try to come out with anything else at that time because so many people were raving over this. I promise you, I do not want to tell y'all the smell of this. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to tell you the smell of it because I actually have pictures and I can put it on the website. I don't have pictures taken of these other ones. Something happened last night to where it stopped me from bringing Heavenly Souffle to the forefront. But let me see if I can pull it out from the back. Let me see. Going all products. You can hear me. Okay, there it is. So and my hair is steady falling down too. It's looking worse and worse. But it's all good. So this is to show you I have a lot of drafts, y'all. Those are my drafts alone. Those are my drafts alone that I haven't brought to the forefront, y'all. When you see everything that Heavenly has been making for the past 7 years, you'll be like, oh. But then you'll be able to pick and choose what you like or what you prefer. This is not the only company that does this. It's so many different companies. And I know that some people still get confused. One thing you do is take it when the sales are happening, take advantage of the sales so you'll know what you like. And then you will know what you want to go back and to or want to and from, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. You'll know what you want to go back and forth getting, okay? But let's show you. This is how it used to look. The Heavenly Hair Souffle. Remember I told you that my labels was all colored and I was steady running out of ink. Y'all, ink ain't cheap. But yeah, the consistency, even if you stare at that, you will see that it's kind of runny right there. So if y'all just remember in the past or even just going into stores, you will see that some people deep conditioners consistencies is different from another. Some deep conditioners look like this, the consistency wise. Okay, hold up. And some deep conditioners consistency looks like this. Now, in the past, before I created my own hair growth products, I mainly liked it to gravitate to the deep conditioner that's like this because I know that it's not just sitting on the top of my hair strands. That's why I tell you guys that whenever you are creating your wash and goes and you want to use something like the moisture milk, you want to use something like the curling custard, and now you want to use something like the moisture and seal cream to create your wash and goes, then take, not small, but it could be medium sections. Take that section and apply. All of Heavenly products is water based. You don't have to add water, but if you want to sprinkle a little water, or if you want to sprinkle a little of the moisture milk, then by all means do that. But then try a strand or two without water. I promise you. If you are not using products that has the water on first, second, or third of the back of the ingredients, then you better run. People do not understand that water is so important to intake and put on the outside as well. Yeah. So I filled the Revival hair serums, the ones that I was able to. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna fill the rest of them. I'm gonna create some more labels. I'm gonna put some label on some things. I'm going to package and then the ones I'm adding with this, y'all, with this batch of orders, I'm going to add the ones that came in. I promise you, you guys will be getting your sample bottle of the moisture and seal cream. I'm going to purposely not put it on the website to where people can get it for free first as a sample. Just for a few hours. I'm gonna purposely. I don't have a whole lot of samples, but I'm gonna make sure y'all get y'all's. I'm gonna make sure y'all get y'all's. Even if I gotta create another batch just to make more samples, I'm gonna make sure that y'all get y'all's. Okay? And if you only if you are taking advantage of this sale before I end it, before the day, I'm not gonna wait the whole entire day. But what I will promise y'all, that I won't end this sale once I get off live. I'm gonna go ahead and tend to my business and get these orders out, more products made and things like that, taking more pictures and things like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and end the sale afterwards. So I appreciate the ones who are already taking advantage of the sale and about to get your moisture and seal cream. Y'all gonna tell me when I come back. Y'all gonna tell me when I come back how it was. So I took my gloves off real quick. Let me show y'all my hair, and then I'm gonna go ahead and end this live. So every night, except for those 2 nights, I don't know what was going on, y'all. But I'm gonna be honest, I didn't wrap my hair, but I did wear a silk bonnet. But that was like a few days ago when I did that. It's no proper way that I take my wrap down for those who are on the proper team and feel like I did it all wrong. Then I apologize, but it's not that serious to me. What I just make sure is that I'm brushing down because my hair tangles up a lot when it is in its natural state, and it still tangles up, as you just saw what happened right there, in its straight state. And my hair has came a long ways, but it's not 100% the way I want it, like I want it to be. When it comes down to the back of my hair, remember, a licensed stylist ripped one of my locks out, causing me to comb my locks out. And what I chose not to do is I chose not to big chop. I did not big chop, y'all. But my hair is still, like I said, in a state to where it can get better. Okay, and it's going to get better because I'm doing everything, and then whatever I learn, I continue to I start doing, and I continue to share things with you guys. So after this, my hair will go in a ponytail to where it's not hanging. Like I said, Sunday for church, I will wear my hair down. Church is only for a couple of hours. After church is when I will get my hair from hanging down and laying on my clothes, because that right there can cause friction as well. We have to remember that the years and the days are different than what they used to be. And although toxins and things have been out here floating and flying in our hair, things are trying to keep our hair from growing, but you must not give up. And what I'm meaning by that is, like I said, you still can see through my ends. I had to come to terms with the fact that I have see-through ends, but that doesn't mean that my ends are supposed to be straggly, weak, brittle, dry. I had to learn to not be afraid of the scissors. I do know this. I've been knowing this for years, that my hair grow at different rates. That's why I do everything that I can to keep my hair in the end of your face a little while longer. Because people do not, I shouldn't have never wore this black top. Oops. Let me grab this light. I'm making a mess. Let me see if this will help out. But yeah, so when I tell y'all to do everything you can to keep your hair in the end of your face, even if it take you applying your products every day, that is because I'm doing it. I'm not going to tell you to do something that I'm not doing. Remember that. I got too much going on. Whoo, child. But I'm not going to tell y'all to do something that I'm clearly not doing myself. And I am applying my products every day. So remember when I said every day, meaning that when I'm wearing a protective style. Okay? Y'all just saw me apply the Moringa Lift Retention Growth Grease to my scalp on my video. But remember, for 4 weeks straight, 4 whole weeks straight, I used the Revival Hair Serum and the Moisture Milk on my scalp every single day. And y'all saw my growth results. That's the whole purpose of me wearing this silk press, y'all. It's been actually 6 months, even though I did the silk press on the last day or last couple of days in January. In December. My last silk press was in July. So that's still considered 6 months. If you are a day or two shy from something, you can still call it what it is. Okay. Yeah, it's hot in here. Not only that, let me turn this light on. Everywhere I go in these rooms is crowded. That's why I don't like getting up. So like I'm saying, and like I'm gonna keep saying, and like I will always say, that consistency is key. Just go under my shorts. For those of you that are new, go under my past videos and see where my hair was not this length. Just go back in July. Go back on July's videos and you will see that my hair was not this length. I'm just taking sections, y'all, because as y'all can see, I can't just run the brush straight through my hair without it getting tangled. But consistency is key, y'all. Like, I'm not gonna ever get on here after my hair has gotten a certain length and then start telling y'all what I did. No, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm doing. And like I said, the see-through ends. My hair is still not 100% all together. Let me turn like this. Hopefully y'all can see like this so the back of the chair won't be in the way. And on the video, I took the scissors and I only nipped. It wasn't even visible of what I nipped. But like I said, I used to be that type of person where I ran from the scissors. So I don't mind seeing something straggly and nipping it and clipping it. I hold on, let me do this real quick. So I'm trying to hold my head to where I'm not causing it to look like it's long. So I got my head straight like this, and it's past my bra strap. When I did my other videos that I uploaded, I showed you by pulling on it that it is past my bra strap. Can I lose this? Yes, I can. If I neglect it. I can lose this because remember that this part is dead. That's why I do more of this right here, checking it. You know, had to come to terms with I do have come to terms with the fact that I do have see-through ends. I didn't know I had all of these. Oh my goodness, y'all been talking to me. Hello, Shella. I'm so sorry. Yes, I do have a website. It is www.heavenlyhairanskincare.com. Also, I have it in the description area already. Usually when I do my lives, I just try to tag the photos. I had to realize that it's the reason why I think my products are not being tagged is because I don't have a certain amount of subscribers yet. You have to be on a certain level in order to for YouTube to boost you up and boost you higher. I'm thankful and appreciative of the subscribers that I do have, but that's why. Remember, I was steady stressing out y'all about why I wasn't able to tag my stuff. I'm able to tag it when I'm doing a regular video. I'm able to tag it whenever I'm doing a short. But whenever I'm going live, which is in real time, I can't tag it, and it's because I haven't reached a certain level. I'm gonna reach it though. I'm gonna reach it. You know, if you know anybody that's struggling with hair, share it with friends and family, y'all, where my reach do start hitting more people and more people start subscribing to my channel. But for right now, this is the very first time that I went in the description area and I did click the link under that. I need to start doing that more and saying that more in my videos. Yes, I can. Yes, no problem, Nazar. Yes, I can. Um, somebody, I was trying to tell them in one of the videos, not one of the videos, but somebody went on my live one time. It was like a few weeks ago, and then they had end up doing 2 orders, and they said they didn't realize that they didn't order something before that, and they said. No, they didn't order 2 orders. They said they forgot to order a certain thing. And they said, can you put it in my shipment, my same shipment? I say, yeah, but you have to pay for it. And I think she wasn't understanding. So I like how you said it, because you said that I'm going to go and place the order of the shampoo bar, and can you just put it in the same order? Of course, I sure can, girl. Yes, I can. But with that person, they didn't get it. They kept saying, I forgot to add something. Can you put it in my order? And I'm like, I said, yes, I could put it in the same order as soon as you order it. And I think she kept getting thrown out, but I kept telling her. And then I had to go somewhere today. I had to go to Memphis. And I was like, okay, I'm trying to stick around. I'm trying to hang around until, and not talking about it bad. I know she didn't understand. But I kept saying, let me know, if you want to go ahead and place the order, and I could put it in the same shipment, because I had to run to Mailbox and Beyond, which is the shipping company that I send my packages to. I had already had a whole lot of people packages I had to send off. Right, I'm standing around, I'm looking at my phone, She kept responding, but she kept saying, yeah, go ahead, and I'm like, go ahead what? You have to buy it first in order to get it in the same shipment. Yeah, but she didn't get it, and I hung around for like an hour or so, and yeah, I got to go to Memphis, but I didn't get to go where I needed to go. But I just like how you said it. Yeah, Nazire. I'm glad that you said it like that, because you know to pay for it first. Because if that person kept saying, okay, you can go ahead and do it. But I'm like, no, you can go ahead and pay for it first so I can go ahead and do it. They didn't get it. Like, if I would have went ahead, I would have been just putting a free product in there. No, I didn't do that. I know she didn't understand, so I ain't charging it to her, hard or anything like that. Just total misunderstanding. But it just reminded me of that because you were on it. You said, if I place the order of that shampoo bar, can you just put it in the same shipment? Of course. Yes, I can. But y'all, like I said, I can lose all of this. I cut a lot of my hair in July. But yes, I think it's Sheila or Shella. I do have a website, and it is the link is in this video in the description part. Okay, Tessa. All right, girl. Yes, I'm excited for you. I'm so excited for you to start applying your Revival Hair Serum. Yes. Okay, okay, I guess this happened too, y'all. Nazara, I was in Chicago, I think. I was in Chicago in July, and I started cutting the mess out of my hair. And I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't upset about it because I said I'm going to go on a hair growth journey, do a protective style, and keep my hair in the energy phase. If you guys will start telling yourselves that, that will even be better. That you remind yourself that I'm only keeping my hair in the energy phase longer with these products. You are keeping your hair in the energy phase longer. And I don't know if I got that video out yet, y'all, about telling y'all that what I've been doing for years. If you have a good brush, I know that they just came out with the unbrush, but before the unbrush, I've been brushing my hair, y'all. Not only that, let me see if I got one in here. But if I don't, like, this is not a perfect representation. This is the comb that I was putting the mini plaits on Tatiana's hair. But with this comb right here, if it's more of a wide tooth, let me show y'all what I do. And I've been doing this for years. I love raking the comb or the brush on my scalp. Did you guys know that that's also a form of massaging? Because the thing is, my scalp itches. I'm scratching my scalp. I'm not scratching hard. If you notice, I just glided the comb. Not only that, if I don't use a comb, I'll glide the brush and I will do this. If I'm not doing this or that, then I'm doing this right here. When I'm doing that, I'm not using my nails. I'm using the tip. Don't they look like that's my nail? It's not. It's my tips of my finger. But I just do this right here. If you are watching a Netflix video, if you are watching YouTube, start massaging your scalp and forget that you are massaging your scalp. And I bet you start seeing, while applying your growth products, a significant difference in your hair. And the only reason why I'm going back in, I was going to do it anyway, but let me make y'all think that the only reason why I was going back in with this brush is because when I started massaging, I did start like manipulating my roots and stuff, and that caused tangles. But y'all, and see, I have to make sure that I'm not snagging. But I can lose this, y'all. I don't plan on losing it though. I'm just telling you that ain't no favor here on my end. I got to do the same thing that y'all are doing. The same exact thing that I'm telling y'all to do. I am doing it myself, and I have to do it myself. I didn't wake up like this. And what I mean by that is, remember the picture of the licensed stylist. I wish that I could put pictures up like this, like how I do in my regular videos when I'm on my live. But go back and look at my shorts. On a lot of my shorts, you'll see no big chop. I'm massaging all the time. Now then, if it were, girl, I ain't know that. I've been doing it all the time. Yes, because I got it. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I got it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I won't take it off sale. It has been on sale for a good minute, but I won't take it out immediately after the live is over. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Like I said, that I'm not new to this, but I'm true to this. Not only that, I still have things going on with my hair as far as trying to figure out how to keep it from tangling up. I have tanglers, but what about when I'm not around a detangler, things like that? I want you guys to be able to know my hair texture and still be able to have a different hair texture and know that Heavenly's products is just going to do just as well for your hair that it's doing for mine, you know. Um, yes, I do have different porosities when it comes down to the growth oil, but the overall thing is that it grows your hair regardless of what. But the porosities is for people who are mainly like strict on it or hung up on that, you know. Um, don't let it confuse you though. Don't let it confuse you. All of Heavenly hair growth products grows your hair. All of them. Even the curling custard that gets a slight hardening. Yeah, I think I'm finna fix that too. I think I'm finna fix that too. Whenever I think that that slight hardening is fixed, I'm going to put samples in your orders as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't expect you to just get it and tell me what to do, but I do expect the feedback. Not only that, I will be working on trying to get them pictures, the section where y'all can put y'all pictures on there, and the reviews to get off of the shop pay app and get on my website. But the only way that I can do this is by continuing to show up, you know what I'm saying, and continuing to get better and better each day. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys' orders. If you knew how much money it takes to put in these products, like, y'all, some people would have been quit. But I ain't no quitter. I ain't no quitter, y'all. Because this the thing. It's way deeper than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I could have just been on here or not even been on here and healing my hair trauma on my own due to what the licensed stylist did to my hair. But I heard God say bring it to the forefront. I heard God say give them these DIYs and show them the products for those who can't afford the DIY, to each and every one of these ingredients on the DIYs for the people who don't simply have the time to create the DIYs. And here I am, y'all. Here I am. I love it here. I ain't going nowhere. Thank you so much too, Nazaya. And I really appreciate y'all. Tessa, if you still here, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all of you. Other ones, I just got to learn y'all name, y'all. It's only up for 2026. Ain't no New Year's resolutions, though. I don't do that. I don't do that. But what you will be seeing is you will be seeing me go even harder than before. I won't tell you exactly what, because that's me almost like putting in a New Year's resolution. You know what I'm saying? So I thank each and every one of y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's grow together. Let's grow together. I'm not just saying this. We can do this together. Okay? Remember where I came from. Hair chopped and screwed. Chopped and screwed. Not only that, if you have dormant follicles, because people are watching and saying, okay, you just talking about from one minute to another. No, I'm talking about damaged, dead, dormant follicles. I'm talking about edges that's been snatched out. I'm talking about hair trauma to where you've been having a braider steady rip your edges out. And then all because you are not okay with your hair. I have to be careful how I say that because I don't want to offend anybody. Thank you. I appreciate you, Tessa. But you've been looking in the mirror. You're not happy with what you see. It's time to start being happy or getting back happy with what we've seen in the past. Because whatever we've seen in the past, we can see again today. Just know that. And I'm talking about with your hair just as well as I'm talking about everything else in life. Like, Your hair is a representation of you, but don't let your hair trauma define you. Don't let this be the end all be all situation when it comes down to your hair. Use it every single day until it start healing first. And then secondly, you start seeing pieces of hair sprout. And then thirdly, you start seeing it poof out. Remember, everybody go through different stages. Take care of your health. Start watching and paying attention to what you put on the inside of you. Remember that you are what you eat. Not only that, I'm going to leave this because let's not play when it come down to this. We know in the past, this thing that they put out here that start taking people away, and we start seeing people that we thought were healthy end up leaving because of this plague that was put out here to destroy us. You best to know and you best to believe deep down. I do know that I'm on YouTube and I know I have to be careful, but for those who get it, and I know that a lot of you get it. But just know that that plague was put out here because they knew that a lot of us were unhealthy. Knew that a lot of us had issues, that they knew that it couldn't get all of us, but it could get some. You can look healthy, but if you are not going and getting your blood checked, if you're not, taking in healthy things, if you are not going to take care of yourself at home first, and then if you have to go, you go. Y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But know that whatever that's going on in the inside is going to affect your hair first. I know this first and foremost. Remember that my vitamin D level hasn't always been decent. I've suffered from low iron to where now I have enough sense to go slap me some iron pills in. I ain't no saint. I ain't no genius. I'm not here to swear that I know everything, and I for sure ain't no doctor. And I said ain't on every last one of them. Yes, I did. But I just want to leave y'all with that because I'm not going to steer y'all the wrong way on purpose. I'm only going to take y'all where I'm going, and that's to the top. All right, y'all. I enjoy each and every one of y'all. I love y'all till the next episode. All right. Let me finish. Get ready to see y'all get y'all tracking numbers. Get ready. I will be putting the I gotta turn around and look at it. I will be putting the deep conditioner, which is the hair souffle. Souffle. I said it wrong, but souffle. I ain't gonna tell y'all how I smell. Find out on your own. I bet you when I do my next live, you are going to tell me how you have actually fell in love with the hair souffle all by itself. Y'all about to get y'all free samples. Free samples. Yeah, excuse the nails have been, my hair. But get ready, y'all. Get ready. No New Year's resolution, but we will start seeing new hair. All right, y'all. Till the next one. Y'all have a great one.